Alright guys, so here is the NervousEnergy Ultra Hardcore for Saturday, July the 13th. Just starting out here. And this is the second Ultra Hardcore that I've played. Typical rules like no health regeneration, that sort of thing. Everyone basically spawned fairly close to each other. You couldn't actually see anyone, but I guess if you had moved close enough to each other, you would. So early on here, you can see Brett and PK getting into a battle, and Peacekeeper is the first one slain here. Brett wins that battle, so very, very early on. And at this point, I had only had just gotten my stone sword and pickaxe and all that kind of stuff, so not a whole lot going on at this point. And all of a sudden, Fruit was slain by Brett. So again, another very early on kill. At this point, just looking for some apples, that sort of stuff, before and some food before it turns to nighttime. And you can kind of see the view from out here. Couldn't see anyone at this point, but people were close by. And all of a sudden, Frymaster slain by Murky. This was during the night. I'm not sure how that one happened, and just digging down a little bit, trying to see if I can find a cave. Found some iron eventually. Now, I did find a cave down here, although eventually I never did go down and to check it out. Looks like a big ravine, but decided to go up and make some armor. And by that point, it was Brett that was shot by Skeleton. Now, Brett had already taken some damage when he fought with Fruit, I'm sure, so he must have been low on health. So here, just armored up a little bit. All I had enough was to make a helmet, and at this point it was daytime again, so I was trying to be a little more aggressive, get out there, try and find some people. Here I found someone else's starting point, although I'm not sure who it was. The sign wasn't there anymore. So Rage, taking damage a lot this game, from pretty much everything you can imagine. Now here I spotted Undead. Oh no, sorry, Murky. And he didn't see me yet, so I was gonna go after the kill for Murky. I didn't see that I'd opened up like this, so I kind of messed up, and I was gonna go and try and hide behind this tree, but he saw me. And Murky didn't want to fight at all.
I don't know.
So he just started running for it, and I started chasing him. Now this went on for a little bit. He just didn't want to fight at all, so I was alright with that. Here I thought that he was actually coming back to fight me, but it looked like it was just a little bit of lag. So
there's some chickens. Come back.
You can see we just kept running and running, and eventually we make our way out to the desert here.
You're pretty fast.
And Rage continuing to take damage from more and more mobs living dangerously. And you can see here, just off to our right, there's a temple. So I kind of start heading towards that to check it out. And Murky and I are kind of joking about how we can split the loot and I don't know, almost make some kind of alliance or something here. But
I'll set the TNT off, and then whoever survives.
So I go in and take a look. Now, this temple was already taken, and we'll see that there's some blocks placed inside here. Someone had already gone down and taken everything out.
I think it's been taken.
But couldn't really tell at this point if everything was there, if someone was down there. I wasn't really sure. So, but I kind of decided to just leave it as is and kind of take off.
It must be.
And Murky, on the other hand, I let him stay.
Here, you come up here and you take a look. It looks like
now. rage, continuing to take more damage. I don't know how he survived all this, man. He must have been armored up at this point. So at this point, Murky and I decide to go our separate ways.
Alright.
I'm going to head off towards this kind of mountain, and he's going to go check out the temple for a little bit. Now, neither of us had any idea, but Owndead was apparently listening to our conversation and came to check it out. So, much to Murky's surprise, he was killed there.
Oh, man.
Now, you probably didn't notice, maybe you did. There was a creeper right beside me right now, and I had no idea. I was so focused on these guys that were fighting at the temple.
Where is this coming from,
that
man?
I didn't even see the creeper. I didn't even hear him.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
And so that brought my damage all the way down to, I think my health was down to like level 3 or something. So that was a really bad mistake, not paying attention to what was going on around me. So I decided to head back to the temple anyway to see what Owndead is up to. Now, I don't know, he must have thought that I had taken off, or actually I think he was trying to regenerate his health. So I could see his name up here in the sand. So, and I get pretty lucky. I get the drop on him, and he just started eating an apple.
Oh.
And there we go. So that was my first kill.
Right when you started eating
on
that
Owndead.
apple too.
Caught him by surprise a little
faster.
bit. Just like he had caught Murky by surprise. And you can see out here, here's Murky's stuff, I believe. So that was the start. And someone else, I believe, starts taking some damage here. Yeah, Jack and Crunchy apparently were going at it. And so Crunchy gets the kill there. Now, I don't know what happened with Crunchy eventually. I don't know if he had connection issues, because I can't remember who he died from. I'm not really sure. But at this point, I just came and checked out the temple. Everything, was taken. Found some iron real close by, and just started getting everything in place. Plymie taking a little bit of damage here from skeletons, so we've got 5 players left here.
How is Bob always the one that does the best?
And
awesome.
I think it's nighttime outside, so that's kind of why I was down here, just trying to look for some resources and get everything settled, get my armor going. I still didn't have full set of armor, so really had to make what I could out of iron and leather. So you can see here I just have like a leather chest and leather boots and iron pants, iron helmet. And so at this point I'm pretty much armored up as best as I can be, and start heading back up and going out to daylight again. Take another look, see if I can find any more players, and do a quick look around the temple here to see if anyone else is nearby. I never did spot anyone out here. This was fairly close to spawn. A lot of people were close by here actually. You can see that mountain right there played a big part in this. So here I went looking for some people, and eventually I'm trying to remember if this went to nighttime. So it turned to night, so I decided to jump back down, do a little more caving. Didn't want to be outside, get attacked by any mobs or anything. So at this point found a fairly decent ravine. It didn't look like anyone had been here yet. And so I start heading down this ravine and come across some gold, which is great, because I did have a couple apples, but didn't have any more gold. So at this point I was able to regenerate my health. I think get back up to like about 8.5 or so, which was pretty good. Everyone else was around that level of health, I think, except for maybe Bob. I think Bob was still at perfect health. He was playing it pretty safe, I guess. and Rage was the only one that was a little bit low. He kept taking more and more damage. Even now, you can see he's taking damage and constantly getting into fights. Rage taking more damage again. And so at this point, we're just, I think everyone's caving during the nighttime. And now eventually it turned into day, so I came back, started looking for people. And much to my surprise, I came across Plimy here. So I don't know if he saw me or not. I was trying to hide behind this tree, and then I tried to go in for a quick kill. Now, he had a diamond sword, so this was not probably the smartest thing to do. Oh, Plimy. So I don't know if he knew about that lava back there. I saw it, and he had the bow, and there was no way I was gonna get close enough to hit him, so I just kept trying to get close enough that he would fall in that lava, and thankfully it worked out. Now most of his stuff, fell away in the lava here, so I didn't get basically anything from Plimy, although I think he did have some stuff. Like he obviously had the bow. Not a lot of people had bows. So I started heading down here, and you can see I came across somebody else's little hut here. I don't know what this was, some kind of hideaway. And I thought for sure someone must be down here. You can see that there is a tree growing here. Apparently a couple people had been trying to grow trees. Rage there, just taking some suffocation damage. I think Borders must have moved in or something. And here you can see that this was pretty much ransacked. So someone had already been here, and I went on the search for a while trying to find them. Although this is a point at where I got lost, and I just kept going in circles and circles. So I tried to get out. I think I dug straight up just to get out. And I came across this like weird looking staircase. I figured, alright, maybe someone's up on top of the hill, on top of the mountain there. And if you listen in closely, it's a little bit of a dirt, and you could see right there that was Tom, although I did not see him. And so he got the jump on me. He tricked me pretty good there. I went for the trap, and he snuck up on me and got me. So good game, Tom. Next time I will definitely have my speakers on louder so I can hear things and pay a little more attention to what's going on around me. Now at this point we have 3 people left. We have Tom, Bob, and Rage. This is Rage here out in the water, just taking some shelter. And you can see Tom with putting my head on display here. Just everyone's outside, and Rage, I don't know what you're doing, but taking more damage from Spider. You can see he's got mobs all around him. Zombies, spiders, creepers, skeletons, everything. So I think he was looking for people. And but he manages to get out of here, and he was safe, and I think he buried away into the side of a mountain for a little bit during the nighttime. Now apparently while all this was going on, Bob and Tom were like side by side for the longest time and didn't even realize it. Now I think Tom, he eventually figured it out. So Bob is here trying to get some wood, because I think he ran out of wood completely. And so he's crouching. So I don't know if he knows that he's being seen or what, but he's out trying to get some trees, trying to get some wood. And here you can see Tom hiding in this little doorway, his sword sticking out, and he knows Bob's nearby. Now take a look, there's a creeper up on top of that hill there. Now these guys just waiting it out. Now all of a sudden this creeper starts to come down off the hill, goes straight for Tom. He has no idea, and here it comes. Poor Tom, taking damage from a creeper, still staying crouched. Now Bob, in the meantime, he must have heard it, but I don't know, he didn't come and check it out. So Tom, he boots it, he takes off. and Bob just continues to collect his wood here. And I thought surely Bob must have heard it, was gonna go check it out, do something. But yeah, Tom took off, and here's Bob taking a look around. He did hear it, but he was a little slow to react. So at this point, I think they start looking for each other, and Bob starts taking the staircase up to the mountain. So he's on the left there, man. And Tom is at the right here at the bottom, and both of them start climbing this mountain at the exact same time. Now surely they must have seen each other, or at least Tom saw Bob. I'm not sure. They're both climbing the mountain here. Now eventually Bob will make it to the top of the mountain, and I think Tom just kind of burrowed into the side of it. And classic Bob makes a water elevator to head on down the mountain. Most amazing thing I think I saw the whole game. And Rage is close by here as well. He's watching out. He's built a little house to the side here, and everyone is very close by. So you've got Rage in this house here. You've got Bob kind of in the middle of the mountain, and you've got Tom still towards the left there, just coming out of the mountain. And Bob taking fall damage. He fell down the hole.
What are you doing?
He must have fell out of the water or something. There's Bob way down there. And eventually Bob starts to come out, and it's nighttime. Bob worked his way over to Rage, and great move here. He put some lava inside of the house, and Bob going in, trying to make the kill, trying to go in from the other side. Now Rage comes out, and here they go.
Go, Bob, go.
So Rage gets the kill on that one. So good game, Bob. Now it's just left down to Rage and Tom. Now Tom was still in the mountain, so you can see Rage is still by his house, and Tom is back here. So Tom at this point starts trying to flank him. So he goes around, starts going through the water here, and starts coming around. Tries to get behind Rage. Now I don't know if Rage knew that Tom was out here, but Tom was definitely playing a good game, taking his time. I didn't want to rush it too much, and so yeah. At this point, Tom was kind of trying to, I guess, get Rage's attention. Maybe I know he had placed out some torches and that sort of thing. And at this point, you can see Rage here. He is actually setting up like a little mini castle, a little fort, trying to protect himself. And it's a bit of a standoff. And Rage, taking some fall
Rage,
damage,
what are
just
you
jumped
doing?
off the side of his little house here and hurt himself. So poor Rage, man. I don't know. He's down to health of 2. And at this point, Tom starts kind of working his way in, getting a little bit closer. Slowly but surely, he gets closer. And at this point, we put Permaday on because we didn't want these guys out in the nighttime fighting. So we let them
I don't even think Rage
take their time.
realizes it.
And you can see Tom setting down some TNT. He got this TNT from me, which I got from someone else, which they got from the temple. So Tom was well prepared here, and he starts digging into the side of this little hill. I don't think Rage even realizes that Tom is here at this point. And that spider, he wasn't aggro, so it turned out to be alright. And Tom starts hiding in the side of this little hill here, and I think Rage must have heard him because he takes a look inside of his house and jumps in and takes some more fall damage, down to about 1.5, I think. And he must know that Tom was close by, so he's looking around. He must be able to hear him, and Tom has set TNT to go off and gets him a couple of times here. And here it comes. This is the final showdown between Rage and Tom. And Tom takes him out. So, good game, Tom. You had a number of kills and played a smart game. Rage, I think you could have had that one. You guys were both pretty even going into it. Rage just made a couple of mistakes, I think, but all in all, this was a lot of fun. This was a really good map. A lot of battles early on, and you can see at the end here, everything just started getting crazy. People placing lava and horses and cats and everything. So I scroll up, take a look, and yeah, all in all, it was a great match, and looking forward to the next one.